Welcome back to Weekend Today in Central New York. I'm joined by Chief Cecile from the Syracuse Police Department. As always, Chief, good morning.
Happy to be here.
So, wanted to start out with a problem that if you've been downtown recently and you have functioning ears, you've probably heard it, the dirt bikes going around. Now, we're getting calls from viewers saying that SPD isn't doing anything, and with that, I wanted to ask you if there's anything being proactively done about this.
Yeah, we have details planned. We had a detail planned last night. We have a larger one tonight. Again, with all sensitivity to the loss of life, we're not going to let this mourning of this individual become further tragedies, not only for those that are riding these bikes recklessly, but even worse for some bystander who has nothing to do with their club. They're riding them up on sidewalks. They're doing reckless things, and we're just not going to have another tragedy downtown. So we have a large contingent coming in tonight after the funeral, and we will be taking the bikes, and we will be monitoring that corner, that intersection, and enforcing the laws.
Yeah, and I think you raise a really solid point. At the end of the day, this is a life lost here. Now, SPD sent us a statement reading in part, and this was sent this past Tuesday. Quote, the recent increase in reckless operation of dirt bikes and motorbikes occurring during memorial gatherings honoring Mr. Dante Sloma is deeply concerning. Such imprudent behavior creates a substantial risk of another tragic outcome and cannot be permitted. And then it goes on to say that we ask that the memory of Mr. Sloma be honored by prioritizing the safety of our roadways and everyone that uses them. Again, it raises a solid point. This has the potential to kill somebody else.
Yeah, it does without a doubt. And beyond the enforcement, we've reached out to some of the organizers of the club. We tried to reach out to some of the family members of the deceased so that we could get them to kind of stand down and not have another tragedy. The reason he's dead, let's be frank, was reckless driving.
And you guys said that the dirt bike confiscation is still in effect. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. If we have illegal bikes and if they're down there doing reckless things and we can seize them, we're going to be seizing them tonight. We're just not going to allow, reckless driving to endanger their own lives or the lives of innocent bystanders that are downtown.
Now, switching over to one of the last topics that we wanted to talk about today, the illegal dumping. You guys, again, from my briefing, have been setting up cameras and being kind of proactive about what people are doing, dumping, everything from tires to trash. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for quite some time, but we have surveillance cameras in various spots where they regularly dump stuff, whether it's tires or couches and things like that. And then we have Sergeant Romaine. And if you've dumped stuff before, you know his name because you've gotten tickets from him. Mm-hmm. If you haven't dumped and you're thinking about doing it, you will know his name because he's very good at tracking people down. Not only does he give tickets, but DEC will give tickets.
Yeah.
And they can be in the tune of thousands of dollars worth of fines if you plan on dumping in these spots within the city.
Yeah, and I mean, there's cameras all over the city. There's really little that you can do without SPD knowing about it. Dumping a couch somewhere doesn't seem like something you could get away with.
Yeah, well, they try to find secluded areas, but
right.
We know where those areas are as well. Sometimes there's cameras there, sometimes there's cameras they can see, sometimes there's overt cameras they can't see. So we know those spots that are regularly used, and we watch them. And even if we don't watch them, again, Sergeant Romaine is very good at tracking down who dumped them.
So I guess the message to the public is the obvious: don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Find legal ways to get rid of your tires, your couches. There's legal ways to do it.
Well, Chief, a lot of really important information that we covered today. Thank you so much for joining us in studio this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.